Hi, everybody. Okay. So, I did a bunch of grinding. I also, did some friendly animal stuff off the screen. So now I have, well, Garnet knows boost forever now. Aiko's a third of the way there. She knows holy. All of the friendly animals have been gotten, so if I decide to take Steiner into the fight with Ozma, he can reach it. I think Ozma is actually a man because the friendly Yan... Oh god. Do I want to show you the Yans? Okay. Type 1 if you want to see the worst enemy in the game. No, no, stop, no. I mean, only one person typed in 1, and he is on purpose. He's doing that on purpose. I know him. You typed in 2. What? I said type in 1 if you want to see Yans. Okay, well, people are typing 2, not 1, so thank you, everybody, for that. We're not gonna see the Yans. The Yans can just fuck right off. Like, really. I have never successfully killed a Yan. Never successfully killed a Yan. Wait, no, that's not true. I successfully killed one earlier today. Because of Odin. And that's the only reason. Odin just straight up immediately killed it. Do you know we still have not seen Quina in a pre-rendered cutscene? Now, to be fair, that was a group of 3, and Odin only killed 1. So I still died. It was a total party wipe. So what's the biggest moment of dickery you guys have experienced today? A woman came in 5 minutes before we closed and complained that we could not take her insurance card over the phone because we can't, and we had her in and out within 3 minutes, and she still was like, it's like, lady, come on. Anyway, so Terra is a really interesting place that I love a lot. This is one of my favorite areas in the game. What's the coronet anyway? I forget what that is. Guys, what's the coronet? Oh no, I don't know what it is. Coronet. Oh, okay, I have like 3 of those. You love it so much, why don't you marry it? Well... Yes, You're Not Alone happens soon. Also, I might not like it. I don't like the monsters here, but man, I love the design of Terra. It's so unlike pretty much anything we've seen in a Final Fantasy before. This is the sort of thing you would see like in an underwater part of Final Fantasy, not like inhabiting an entire planet. The monsters are annoying though. Oh no, he's probably got virus now, doesn't he? Oh. Let's see how much damage, Yeah, I do 7,000 damage with, Thievery now. He doesn't have so much health that he can't survive with Thievery as well, so... Yeah, the things around here start, like, random encounters now start having, like, 10,000 hit points. But how is everybody doing today? Oh shit, these things. I don't remember what these things do. I literally don't remember what these things do. Also, I've got Meteor now. Yeah, I've been doing a lot of stealing, but, more importantly, I've been looking into ways to boost Zidane's speed. Because that does a lot more for thievery than stealing does. And currently, with the speed that I have, every steal I do gives him another 15 damage for thievery. I mapped it out. I only need to steal like 200 more times to max out the damage, and that was before. Now she's over there. I don't want to go over there. I want to explore around some more. The only thing I kind of wish they did with Terra... Oh, I forgot to log back into Discord. Let me just do that. Okay. The only thing I kind of wish they did with Meteor... with, Terra is that I kind of wish they had, given... they had given it a unique combat song. I also have Flare. I just enjoy showing off my new anime shit moves. It just healed Vivi. That's amazing. When was the last time TF2 was relevant? I played TF2 for a while, and it was fun, I guess, but like it's done now. It's done now. Hey Ape, how's it going? Are you really going to sit here and watch me play JRPG, Ape? Come on. Now let's wait to see. Oh, wait. Ooh.
Hey, Dark.
Hey! You're actually gonna sit here and watch me play JRPGs?
Yeah, more or less, I guess.
Okay, you might need to move your mic closer. I can't hear you quite well.
Oh, hold on, let me just shit then. Let's see here.
We could do. Wait, screen sharing's available?
Wait. Oh yeah, that's like in beta now. Only a couple people have it. Or
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
If you go to like direct messages, you can see whether or not you got it.
Where the hell are my ethers? Oh, there they are.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'll certainly try it. Should only be for Nitro users. Well, I am a Nitro user, so.
Huh. Also, check this out.
Check what out? Oh, thank you! Thank you. I really need to actually, like, come up with a custom subscription thing.
You know, while I got you here, I'm gonna ask, do you know anything about Final Fantasy Tactics War of the Lions?
War of the Lions? It's just a remake of the original.
Okay, I just got an urge to play through Final Fantasy Tactics again, and I want to know if War of the Lions makes any major changes.
There's a couple of, like, translation, like, stuff, but for the most part, War of the Lions actually is a worse version because there's a lot of, like, lag that's built into the game.
Oh, really?
Yeah. It's because it was built to run on a PSP, so.
Dang.
Yeah, it sucks, unfortunately. Don't get it. Just play regular Final Fantasy Tactics.
Good to know.
Yep. There are no spell quotes. Do an 8-bit praise the sun thing? I might have to commission somebody for that, but that might happen. I wasn't even paying attention to what I just got. Hold on. The fuck did I just get? Oh no, I can't tell, so it's probably a thing I already have. Oh wait, ooh. Ooh! He doesn't know. Wah! The sun! There we go, yeah. So, have you ever played Final Fantasy IX?
No. No.
Okay.
I have only played 1, part of 2, I played 6, part of 7, and Tactics.
Okay. I would say that 9's actually really good. It's my favorite one.
It's still a turn-based RPG, so that's a significant mark against it.
Yeah, but it's got a really good story. Like, legit, it has a good story. Oh, that's right. I also have, Oh, hey, who's joining me? It's Heavy.
If I want a good story, I'll read a book.
Yo!
Hey, how's it going?
Pretty good.
Yeah, I've had a pretty good day.
It's hot right now, though.
Yeah, same here. Yeah, any turn-based RPG has to have something really strong going for it, or I'm just going to be bored out of my mind.
Well, this one has Zidane, so it's got that covered.
Yeah, it's got a likable main character, which is something that most Final Fantasies during the PS1 and PS2 era couldn't say.
Look, it was the 90s. It was a different time.
No, this was the early Aughties. You be quiet. This wasn't the 90s. Oh, wait, no. Okay, the other ones. Yes, they were 90s, I guess.
Like, Squall was in the 90s. Everything people thought they wanted in a man.
Squall. I've been debating
I blame it
playing
on
Final
drugs,
Fantasy
but
VIII
I don't
and
think
just...
there were any drugs in the 90s. Just bad taste.
I'm Squall, I'm permanently angry, and I have a gun sword.
He wasn't permanently angry. He was just... ...
Is there
Alright,
anything...
Maybe angry isn't the right word.
Boosts his speed. No, there's nothing to boost his
Permanently a
speed.
teenager.
Since you asked, Watson, I always stream in 10 times gravity.
I stream with weighted
Helps the bit rate.
clothing.
But yeah, like, Zidane's actually fun and outgoing and likes adventure for adventure's sake. And, like...
He's a well-written character, unlike every other Final Fantasy protagonist from the 90s.
Yeah.
I like that one, if you pull anything from the Red Letter Media reviews of the prequels, it's the bit where they challenge people to describe
Oh, yes!
the prequel characters without describing, like, their clothing or their appearance.
Yeah. Yeah, that's my favorite bit out of all of the prequel stuff they did. That is, like, my favorite guy was the guy who's like, telling you...
I can't do that, and you know it.
No, it was Qui-Gon Jinn has no character, and you know it.
That's a fun game I like to do with characters and shows and stuff that I watch now.
But yeah, like, I couldn't tell you what Squall was like, but I can tell you exactly what Zidane's like. He's a fun...
I can! I just typed in chat.
He's a fun, dashing... Like, he thinks he's a ladies' man, but in truth, like, the one girl that he wants kind of gets fed up with his bullshit a lot. It's fun.
Let's play that
She
game
still
right
likes it
now,
anyway,
actually.
so that's a win.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, so first off, so we have a baseline. Sonic the Hedgehog.
He's fun-loving. He's all about the speed. He likes having adventure. He likes eating chili dogs.
He hates being tied down.
Yeah. He just hates slow movement in general.
All right, now, Blaze the Cat.
Sonic, but with tits. And also a princess. But beyond those two things, Sonic.
Okay, let me think of another one. Dante from Devil May Cry. The original one's not the fucking remake.
I never
The
played it,
world's
so
biggest goober.
Yes, you did. You streamed them.
I streamed one. I streamed like one twice and never beat it.
You can still try.
I can't. I don't. I've seen one intro. I've seen the intro cinematic, and that's about as much.
I can do it. It's really
All
easy. A man who thinks he's hot shit and the entire world is dedicated to proving to him that no, he is not.
Good. Okay. Oh shit! I forgot who I was going to counterpart him with. Damn!
Come on, keep going. This
All
is
right, let's
fun. This is a
start a
fun
new,
game.
start a new one. Jill Valentine.
Never played
Master of
a.
unlocking.
Never played a fucking Resident Evil in my life.
You are so deprived.
Wait, no, I played like half of 5.
That's not. That doesn't count.
I don't. That's why I said I never played one in my life because it doesn't count.
All right. Okay.
Get
I'm
this
good.
man 20 cc's of Resident Evil 4 stat.
It's on sale on Steam right now. Actually, $5. Seriously, it's the best Resident Evil game they've ever made.
What about? I heard 7 was really good.
I've not played 7, and I kind of
7 is much more of a traditional Resident Evil game. So just don't go into it thinking you can just shoot all your problems.
Yeah, man, I really like Resident Evil 4. It's one of my favorite games of all time.
Yeah, since we're still doing that, describe Leon Kennedy.
Cocky, brash, headstrong, capable. Let's see what else. Overconfident. Dog lover.
Alright. All those are fair. I would have gone with world's worst comebacks myself, but those all fit.
I don't know if not snappy comebacks would. Yeah. Incapable of one-liners. Wait, no, he had the one. Your right hand comes off.
Even that one's dumb.
Oh, actually, Oblivious would be a good one, too. Well, no, not Oblivious. He knew fully what was up and said, "Nah, I'm not doing that."
NG Matt is asking if you have tried Evil Within.
I've watched a Let's Play of it. It doesn't. I don't know. Okay,
Well, Kalon, you come up with somebody.
someone in. Oh yeah, you said Ada. So let's see. Calculating, cool, Chinese,
Hold on.
flirtatious,
Yeah.
self-serving.
Makes the worst career choices.
Okay, I've got
Really
one.
likes
I've got
red
one.
dresses.
Ape,
Oh,
I've
wait,
got
no.
one. I've got one. Executive Chairman Drek.
Hmm.
Which game was he from?
The first one.
The first Ratchet and Clank, and also the remake, I guess. Greedy. Can I just say Gordon Gecko?
Sure, why not?
Destroy Planet and call it done.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
I didn't actually play
Now,
First Ratchet and Clank.
Mr. I.
I don't even remember that one.
That is the main villain, like the alien villain from Into the Nexus.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I just mostly
He's
remember
that memorable.
I mean, can you really count that as a character? It didn't have any lines. It just kind of existed to fuck everything up. It's more like a force of nature than a villain.
Let's think then. What else can we go with?
Grandpa Robots.
Okay.
BJ Blazkowicz.
Hates Nazis. Like, really hates Nazis.
Yeah, determined.
Hates the moon.
Self-sacrificial. Valiant.
Hates the moon. That's right, he does fucking hate the moon. Mostly because the moon is Nazi territory now.
Yeah.
Fuck you, Moon.
Fuck you, bears!
So this is what happens when you cross a beholder with a gelatinous ooze.
Yeah.
It's a Jelly.
I forget what it's called. It's a Hectize.
It's called a Jelly.
It's called Hectize, like the Hectoconkyries, except with eyeballs instead of arms.
Wasn't that
like
the
my pun
boss that kicked your ass in Final Fantasy V until we went and captured a monster? I'm not thinking of a different one.
You're thinking of a different one, I think.
Well, there was the one that casted like Mega Flare on you.
Oh yeah, that thing. God, I.
And we had to go find something that knew break because you drew like the worst hand in existence against it.
So, I'm just kind of curious. I know that some Final Fantasies take place in the same, like, kind of universe. How
Not
many are
really
connected?
many of them do that. There's like only the Tactics series does, and I think Final
Yeah.
Fantasy 12 takes place in that. But
Yeah, like all of the tactics
That's
games
really the
take
odd
place
one
in the
out.
same
think
universe as 12.
I think the MMO also kind of...
the MMO
no,
kind
it
of like
shares a
bleeds
lot of
over
this-
with like a bunch of the other
Yeah.
worlds. Yeah.
but
Final
that's
Fantasy IX doesn't really do that. Like even the one time where they could have like done it, they didn't do it because Gilgamesh is not the same Gilgamesh from 5 like he is in a couple of the other ones.
Oh, look, an actual animated cutscene. How about that? Oh, yeah, give me that 90s CG. Just inject that shit directly into my veins. Give me them weird, wonky plastic faces. Their faces are slightly too small for their heads, and
Yeah.
it's all creepy.
I cast break.
But yeah, before I stream next time, I am definitely going to download the screen share capabilities and see how they work, because that is going to be neat.
Dang it, she fell unconscious. Someone get the Phoenix down. Or wait, do we need to? What's the thing that cures sleep? Ah,
Smelling
goddamn, what's
salts.
in this bag?
So, when
Hey, Chimera.
when people are doing speedruns of this game, they like the physical copies of the game in actual PS1, because what you can do with that is open up the the disc case and then close it and skip those CG cutscenes entirely, and your in-game timer will not progress. It'll just completely skip
that's
them.
like the thing they do when they're speedrunning Guys of Arcadia.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
God,
that's
the
how
entire village of Zidane.
If you're playing it on the Dreamcast, you can listen to the noises the Dreamcast makes, and when you hear it spooling up, you stop moving because that means it's loading a battle.
Yeah, that's legitimate strategies for getting Excalibur 2 to the point where if you don't do that with the UK versions with the EU version of the game, it is impossible to get Excalibur 2 because the game only runs at 25 frames a second, but the in-game time still runs on a real second, so the game runs slower. So you have to do everything absolutely perfect in order to get to where you need to be within 12 hours. It kind of sucks for the EU version of the game.
Why exactly were EU TVs slower again?
That's a good question, and I don't remember.
I like speed runs where they're just glitching the hell out of stuff.
Oh yeah,
Those
have
are
you
great.
have you ever seen the Super Mario Brothers 3 speed run that they beat the game in like 5 minutes?
Oh please, give me
Oh,
the
everybody
Super Mario
knows how to
Land
do
2
that,
speedrun where he
Christ.
simply finds the end of the game and grabs it.
One of my favorite Final Fantasy
He
speed
literally
runs.
walks through the memory addresses to go get it.
One of my favorite Final Fantasy speed runs ever is when somebody figured out that in the original Final Fantasy, if you walk up and down the stairs enough, eventually the game memory will overflow, make your characters level 255, placing the final battle of the game, and where the final boss will run away from you in your meaty thighs.
Because it's based on level. And
It's
you're
based
not
on
supposed to get that strong.
it's based on level, and the max level in the first game is 50. So Chaos is only programmed to run away from level like 80 or 90 characters, which is impossible to get to at that point in that game without cheating or doing this glitch. And it's just like amazing about how much Final Fantasy 1 just barely works.
Oh man. Speaking of
It's like looking up the old like Pokemon Blue program
Oh,
and
yeah.
seeing just how poorly that was thrown
Oh,
together.
God.
Nintendo games are like this weird mix of really polished and barely functioning. Especially the N64 Zeldas.
Oh god.
And that
N64
they have,
What's
Zeldas.
wrong with those?
They have like this kind of wonky physics systems where if you like do it right, you can literally just surf a bomb explosion onto your shield to launch yourself across.
Oh,
the map.
that stuff.
I love that shit. It's great.
I wouldn't say it's barely functional. I mean, the games are like probably about as well as you could make them.
Yeah, no, but this is like.
I mean, it's not really like something you can easily stumble into, is what I mean. When I say
Yeah.
when you say like barely functioning, like Final Fantasy shipped with severe problems, like half of the
Okay.
weapons not.
Guys,
doing what
what I
they
mean-
said
Guys,
they were.
wait, guys. This is the Holy Lance. This is very important for Freya.
I don't know. It's
Why
not
does
quite
she
as
need a
good as
lance
the
with a
Dragon
hole in it?
Lance.
You
I
said
probably
you never.
wouldn't want one of those.
So the
Or do we
whole.
stick something in the hole?
So the Holy Lance teaches God, what is it? Dragon Crest. Dragon Crest is a move that is extremely cheap magic-wise and deals a set amount of damage that enemies cannot dodge from or block. It deals damage equal to number of dragons killed times number of dragons killed. So if you kill 100 dragons, you're guaranteed to do 9,999 damage.
Are dragons hard to come by?
No! They are not.
That explains so much about this game.
Okay. So what I'm going to clarify what I was saying earlier about Nintendo games is they're like superficially they're all put together really, really well, and they rarely if ever break. But if you actually make it a point to try and go break them, they break really, really well.
Yeah, they do.
You can
Like,
actually
I don't
have
know
I
what
one
it
never
game
knew,
that's just crashing through
except
a
for
blue screen.
Missing No, I never knew how broken goddamn Final Fantasy Blue was until the LP of Let's Break Final Fantasy
The
Blue.
what? Final Fantasy Blue?
Not Final Fantasy Blue. Pokemon Blue.
I knew it. This Callan's an imposter. He's from an
Oh,
alternate
no.
dimension.
Oh God, no! Choke on it!
Yeah.
Choke on it!
Yeah. But, like,
Yeah, but
Pokemon
no, seriously,
Blue
that
and Red and
was-
Blue are like fantastic examples of that.
Yeah.
Where they're basically just Rube Goldberg machines, where when everything works, it works perfectly. But the moment something is slightly out of alignment, it just
Well, I wouldn't
breaks
say it all
down.
works perfectly because there's still a bunch of stuff in Blue that's like super broken, like focus energy.
Okay, yeah. And
Like-
Psychic type in general.
Like as an idiot child, you're not gonna notice, but there is still a bunch of stuff that actively like impacts you.
It was also really horribly imbalanced, but like, yeah, like, okay, so we have
Well,
psychic
that's a
types, and they
game design
basically
thing. That's
fuck
not, like, a
everything up.
programming thing.
Let's.
They're super effective against psychic or fighting in poison. Their weakness is ghost. Okay, we have these ghost types. We have a ghost type in this game, and it's also poison.
Wait, no, but don't forget
And
all
none
of the
ghost
bugs.
moves are good.
Don't forget, we have the bug type, which is super effective against psychic, except for the fact that bug type moves suck and no bugs are good, and the only bugs that are good are also poison type.
Whoops.
Whoops!
They really had no idea what they were doing.
Nothing.
Yeah. Yeah.
I always wondered, like, how many, like, they had, like, what, 10 people on the development staff for Pokemon Blue?
Sounds about right.
Oh, psychic weak
Wasn't
to
it
ghost
not
was
bugged?
also
'Cause I remember
bugged.
there was only, like,
Apparent.
one ghost move.
Oh no! Apparently, the weakness was bugged. Oh no!
Wasn't the only ghost move, like, Nightshade, and that did damage based on your level, so it didn't matter?
Maybe.
Yeah, and then it took until, like, the third game for Dark to actually get a good move, and it was only good because you could put it on things that weren't Dark type.
Well, Dark only showed up in the second game, so.
And it was shit there, too.
Yeah.
They hadn't learned their lesson from the first game.
There was, like, Dark was slightly better than Ghost, at least, where there was
I'd like to
there was
say-
at least Dark types that didn't have poison in them, so it meant that they're weak. They were still weak against it. But still, there was only one pure Dark type, and that was Umbreon.
Yeah. I'd like to say that the newer games are better balanced, but then I just remembered that, like, literally every new Pokemon in Sun and Moon is slow as hell, making them all pretty much useless in the competitive scene.
Okay, apparently Dark
All
types are
right,
immune,
the
so they would.
competitive scene.
Yeah, I mean,
That same scene where Fire Chicken is the best thing ever.
Rise, chicken, arise!
I mean, I'm not saying that it's. I'm just saying it's an indication. The competitive scene will pick apart literally everything to find something they can get an advantage with. So if
You mean the same competitive scene where the only viable thing is to run everything with Stealth Rock?
yeah, they will find and eke out any possible advantage they can.
Or the fact that they had to ban one single Pokemon because it was totally bullshit even by their standards.
Yep. Well, I think they've
Fuck
banned
you,
like
bro.
all legendaries in competitive. Yeah. I don't know. Competitive anything is a toxic dump. Pokemon
Yeah.
somehow more so.
What do they even have left to do in Pokemon? Isn't like
Do
one
you
of
have
the new
any other
ones literally
RPG
a Gundam?
works streams in the works after this one? I wanted to finish this before I started up with the next Shadowrun game. So I'm almost done this, and then after I'm done this, I'll probably end up starting Shadowrun Dragonfall. And then when I'm running Shadowrun Dragonfall, I'll also probably stream Mafia 3 alongside it. Because I want to.
Is that the good Mafia?
That is the good Mafia. I mean, it's not good gameplay-wise, but the story's fantastic.
Is that the one where you're a black guy and you're trying to join the mob?
Yes. It's not so much that you're trying to join the mob, but the mob killed you and your entire family, and you're trying to dismantle it and become the new mob. It's really good.
Wait, you're Ghost Rider? Ah, yes, Garland, the man who is named after a flower arrangement.
Garland is actually pretty terrifying in this game.
I know, but the name is not terrifying.
No. You did a Shadowrun Returns? Yeah, like the entire thing is up on my YouTube. I streamed the entirety of Shadowrun Returns. I ate the whole plate. The whole plate.
Really, Zidane? The first thing you can think of is walking into the villain's fortress is, man, he's a shitty decorator.
Oh, yeah, I
Not,
forgot how
I'm
good...
gonna rescue my friends. Nope, I gotta make fun of this dumbass.
I forgot how good Garland's theme is.
Hi, Golbez, how you doing?
Not digging the pseudo Giger chic here. You're not gonna get much resale value out of that. You're gonna have to
I don't think
basically
he's
any.
a super geeker. I just think Garland hasn't actually hired a cleaning staff.
Basically, if
Like,
you want to
imagine
resell
every
this
time
house,
Zidane takes a step, you just hear a squishing noise.
oh shit, his
Garland, you might want to check on your pilot light.
But yeah, Garland is, as Wazen has so carefully shouted, Garland is a direct reference to the very first Final Fantasy game, where...
Is he gonna make us all fall down?
Yeah, he'll knock us all down. He is, like, the first villain of the game was called Garland, and Garland eventually becomes the main villain and turns into Chaos.
Yeah,
And-
Pandemonium is
then
the
you have to,
final
as
boss
Sonic,
in Final Fantasy II.
Yeah, it's the castle from Final Fantasy 2. So Final Fantasy 1 is
And
coming
in
into
order
Final
to
Fantasy
beat
2.
you have to turn supersonic and fly into like one of his tentacles, knock the Chaos Emerald out of it.
Garland's Haunted Mansion, admission only $24.99 a ticket. Getting out is $29.99, however.
I like how he alternates between teleporting and taking really, really slow steps.
Listen, he's old, okay?
This dude
Except
really
he's a
likes
dipshit, so
sheep.
he's doing it all wrong.
Dude loves Nautilus shells. I cannot blame him for this.
Nautilus shells are pretty cool.
Remember to keep up with the villain, you don't want to miss out on any of this cutscene.
What do you think powers that LED? I think it's a watch battery.
His severe distaste for all living things.
So here we're getting the main plot of Final Fantasy IX. So basically,
at the end of the game.
Yep. So basically, Kuja has been sent to Terra to no, Kuja's been sent to Gaia to introduce tons of war, so that way people die, so that way souls go back into Terra to fill the bodies of the genomes. And Zidane was meant to replace him, but Kuja was like, nah, man, fuck that, and decided to just go rogue.
So wait. Has a tail.
So his deal
was sent to kill everyone, but decided not to.
One.
Zidane's Goku, huh?
Yep, Zidane's Goku. Hey, remember a couple streams ago when you asked why is he going Super Saiyan? That's
Is he actually just a Goku? God damn it, Japan.
But yeah, the reason Terra needs souls is because Terra is fucking dying, and they're all terrified of that. So
we are going to kill everyone on this other planet, which is only going to be a band-aid on the problem at best.
No, because Garland wants to merge the planets, essentially, and the process takes a long-ass time, and it's almost done, but Kuja's kind of thrown a wrench into the works.
Okay, so we know why Terra needs souls.
Okay, oh, you know. Alright.
Why does Mars need moms?
Well.
It's like you slam Dragon Ball with like one of the quasi-religious animes of the 90s.
Oh yeah, that's right. Because Kuja is Zidane's brother, that makes him Raditz.
Ugh.
No, Kuja's actually done stuff of meaning.
He did more than kidnap a child, but he did do that too, so.
He's like,
he existed.
This is like
for
you're talking to
episodes.
Frieza and Kuja's Vegeta.
Nah, because Kuja doesn't join our side.
No, this is like from the alternate ending in the Super Nintendo Dragon Ball game, where he's the final boss after Frieza.
Oh, I didn't actually know about that.
Super Saiyan because he got mad that you turned Super Saiyan and beat Frieza.
No one fucking played the Super Nintendo game because it didn't come out over here.
Who was the guy in the DBZ movie with the giant tree?
The Super Nintendo game sucks balls.
Turles?
Turles.
Yes, so Kuja is that guy, apparently. Oh, guys.
It's supposed to be
guys, you need to be quiet because the best song in the game is about to happen.
Well, we can't hear it because we have the stream muted. So I'm just gonna mentally replace it with All Star by Smash Mouth.
Please stop.
Nothing's more important than munchies.
Alright, or actually I'll mute this.
My feet are talking.
Yeah, dig that fucking synth guitar.
Okay, we can talk now. We've gone through one iteration of it.
So why are we playing as a drunk now?
Because Zidane has basically been tricked into thinking that his soul's been ripped out of him. So
Pretty
now
sure
he's.
I scribbled this boss into the margins of my
Oh,
notes.
this isn't a boss. This is a normal. This is just a normal ass enemy.
So wait,
Edgy
what you're telling me is
unicorn.
Zidane has been struck with, like, severe depression.
Yeah, basically. So
But
he
he's
thinks.
totally fine with just murdering this monster.
So the best part about this is the part where most Final Fantasy main characters would be like in a deep, dark, funky depression for like hours and hours and hours. Zidane's
Zidane's
deep.
not really in a depression, though. He's still murdering things just perfectly fine.
Zidane's deep, dark, funky depression is going to last about 10 minutes. Yeah, so basically Zidane thinks he's a horrible monster, so he's distancing himself from his friends so that way he doesn't hurt them. So he's trying to push all his friends away.
It's in like in shows like this where the hero always listens to the villain and at no point ever thinks he might be lying to him.
Well,
and he cares a lot more about what the villain says than what his friends say.
Okay, to be fair, Garland actually has evidence.
Yeah, okay. That's a fair point.
What is his evidence? Just pointing at Kuja?
No, just pointing at literally everybody else and saying, "Oh yeah, also remember those weird dreams you had about your home having a blue light? Well, what do you think this blue light on this planet is?"
Kmart special?
You mean Walmart? Kmart, I think
No,
was.
Kmart.
Oh, okay.
Kmart had the blue light special.
Zidane was born inside a Walmart. He will keep that useless husk of a company alive. Wait, no, that's Sears.
And Kmart, since Sears also owns them.
Kmart bought Sears, didn't they?
Another way around, I think. I mean, they're both going.
Oh yeah,
out the toilet.
Garland also kind of fucked with Zidane's brain while Zidane was knocked out. So. Oh, hey, Queena still has auto float equipped.
Wait, then if they have auto float, how did they get knocked over?
Carefully.
I'm gonna use my ultimate move!
I know
You're
can
gonna hit
eat.
one-
What? Oh, come on. Oh, I guess you can't eat it until Zidane comes along.
Hey, it's the final boss of Final Fantasy of Dragon Quest IV. Learned the secret of evolution.
He just reminded me, I don't know exactly why, but it's probably just because he said dragon. But he just reminded me of that just terrible RPG on the 360 Blue Dragon.
Oh, the one that was drawn by Akira Toriyama?
Yeah.
That game was just kind of boring. It wasn't really, like, bad.
Man. No, like the main battle song. So I only played the demo of it. But there was like this really awful, terrible rock song that would play anytime you fought an enemy.
God damn it. So apparently I can't eat this one giant bug, but this is the... But, later on there will be giant bugs just exactly like it that I can eat that will teach me the last blue magic that I, don't have.
Well, the thing is, Kylan, is that Kina... You know how, like, regular people are told to eat their greens? Well, Kina was never told that. So... It's just not gonna happen now. you missed that childhood window in order to instruct them that eating greens is good. So now it's just not happening.
Yeah, I know. I figured you couldn't eat this one because it's a scripted battle, but I still think it's kind of. I wanted to eat it so that way I could fill out Queena's final Blue Mage spell. I only have to eat a big ass bug, and then I'm done.
Okay, I'm gonna link this in the chat because it's a really awful song and it's been stuck in my head for literally years, and sometimes I'll think about it and I'll get really mad. I really hate this song.
Is it I just want to play video games?
No.
Oh, okay.
It's not so bad. What the heck? Wait. What's going on with that? What's going on with that kid's head?
I don't
Doesn't
know.
look like it fits on his body. Is this a Photoshop?
No, I think he's supposed to be like leaning forward.
Wait a minute. Okay, Hey, can you answer me a question?
Yeah.
Is the dude singing this... Is it the guy from Deep Purple?
I don't know.
And then Kina gets shoved out of the party forever, barring scripted stuff. I don't know. To be fair, I've beaten Ozma without Kina every time I fought Ozma, so it's actually.
Oh my god! Oh fuck! It actually is Ian Gillan. God damn it! The dude from Deep Purple actually did fucking do this. Wow! Wow!
It's not like obnoxiously horribly bad like other songs. It's just I don't know why, but this song stuck in my brain as some sort of self-imposed torture.
The funny thing is, I actually only know this song from playing.
Oh yeah, I used Bahamut off screen and I couldn't heat boost up without taking off a few things. Bahamut, whatever.
Baphomet?
It's Bahamut. It's literally Bahamut.
I thought it was Baphomet.
No, they say it in goddamn Worlds of Final Fantasy. It's Bahamut.
I'm thinking of like the actual.
Oh, the actual. Yeah. That's...
Oh, different thing then. Different.
Baphomet and Bahamut are two different things.
Oh, okay.
I'm not stupid. I'm choosing to have auto haste and auto regen on dagger instead of boost because I literally could not. I did not have enough crystals to equip all three. She'll get enough level ups for me to be able to do all three eventually.
Yeah, you killed an ugly turtle. You've killed Mitch McConnell, and the world is a better place.
Well, I've listened to that whole song, and I'm sorry, but that was actually pretty good.
Anyways, today's depression is over. That depression we had about 15 minutes ago, it's over. It's done. He's over it.
So that's how to cure it. If you're ever depressed, murder a giant, ugly snapping turtle.
Yeah.
Remember, if you feel
never
depressed,
see Mario
have-
sad.
Let's see. What can I equip on him that'll boost his strength? Power belt. Anything stronger than a power belt? Wait, hold on. Nope. Nope. Okay. Okay, what can you learn? Nothing. What'll boost your magic? Okay. Oh wait, that's right. You have a new fork I can give you.
See, I don't know why it's not a particularly bad song, but I just really, really hate that song.
Maybe it's because you played too much of Blue Dragon.
I only played the demo.
How can you remember the song so well then?
Because I really hated it.
But it's just one song.
But I don't know how to explain this to you any more clearly than I already have.
Guess I could take off ability.
Like, I don't know. It just feels like this kind of hate can only be something you gain from, like, repeated exposure instead of just one. I don't know. Maybe I'm just crazy. I'm foolish.
I probably it's entirely stupid, but I cannot. I think I had to do that boss fight like 3 or 4 times too, so that might have. I just like it's been like I think an actual decade. And I still occasionally think of that song and just get upset.
Actually, this party's good.
I think the same thing is probably going to happen with that, fucking, what's her name? God, she was in the news recently. She won a lawsuit.
Taylor Swift?
Yes. That fucking Haters Shake It Off song. That's going to be the same fucking thing.
You know, my thing about people who sing songs about how totally over something they are, in my experience, they aren't over that thing. So so all those songs that she has about, oh, I'm so over this boyfriend. You can't believe how over this boyfriend I am. There is no way in hell she is over that boyfriend.
The thing is, Taylor Swift seems like a very nice person. But I hate her music.
Yep.
I hate it.
Okay, I'm gonna spin around in circles until I find a giant bug to kill and eat.
And I hate Shake It Off the most because it's just catchy enough that it's stuck in my head despite how much I hate it.
This isn't a giant bug! I also forgot to take off auto float. Oh no!
I've been trying to replace Taylor Swift version of Shake It Off with this other version. Let's see if I can find it. Here it is.
Anyway, that's Mega Flare.
Really good version of Shake It Off.
Oh, well. Bye, Dagger. Bye, Queena.
Trade in our friends, get better weapons. Thanks for getting me out of my depression. Now get the hell out.
Yeah, that's more or less accurate, Sora. It's just... I try to judge things on their own merits, but... like... I don't know, I just find most popular things to be not that great.
Ape law, contrary to human law.
Mortal enemies of bird law.
Man, bird law's the fucking worst. You gotta get a specialized lawyer and everything, and I hear there's only one of those in Philadelphia.
I'm really happy that you started watching Always Sunny so that you get my stupid jokes.
I'm not gonna fuck around with this thing. Goddamn, no. No, get out of here. I don't want you. I never wanted you. You're the worst.
Yeah, it's just like stuff that just gets massively stupidly popular, like Game of Thrones. Is just like, yeah, this is okay, but I really don't see why everyone's going fucking nuts about it.
I mean, I like Game of Thrones.
Yeah, I do
But
too. It's just
at the same time, yeah, people kind of overblow its importance.
fucking relax. There are more and better things to do
Like,
with your time.
I get excited whenever it comes back on, and I download the newest episodes to watch, but I'm not
I
going
actually
to...
stopped watching somewhere in season 4, and I probably need to pick it back up.
Season 5 is terrible, but season 6 and 7 are really good. Like, season 5 ended in such a horrible way that I almost stopped watching the show. I hated how that season ended that much. Yeah, I never got the point of The Walking Dead either, but then again, I kind of don't like zombie stuff to begin with.
I watched like the first episode, and it was just like, yeah, all right, this is not doing anything new or interesting with the zombie genre. Great.
The only new thing they do is, oh, zombies never existed, so we don't call them zombies, we just call them... Let's throw a name at a dartboard.
One interesting thing is that zombies
Walkers.
biting you does not infect you. Everyone just turns into a zombie when they die.
Oh yeah, that's sort of semi-interesting, I guess.
That actually might only be in the Telltale game series, because that actually follows the comics a lot more strictly than the show does. The show might just be...
comics aren't really that great, so...
Yeah. I don't get
Big bug,
zombie
big bug!
obsession in general.
Big bug!
Big bug, so what?
Eat the big bug. Oh god, okay. Hopefully Steiner doesn't kill the big bug.
Didn't The Walking Dead get like a prequel series where it's like the middle of the zombie apocalypse? And I think it lasted for like 3 episodes. It was so bad.
Yes! I did it! Guys, this is a monumental occasion for me. Because,
You killed a bug!
well, not just that, I ate a bug. And the important thing about this is that, let me take a look real quick. Queena knows all of her blue magic. I've never learned all of the blue magic in the game before. Ever.
Huh. Downside, you're going to be picking those little tiny legs out of your teeth for ages.
Oh no, Quina loves that shit.
I would probably eat bugs if they were considerably larger, but then life would be a fucking nightmare, so...
A nightmare hellscape from which we cannot escape. So sort of like now, but only a little bit different.
Many water bugs, such as crab and lobster and crawdads, are delicious. It stands to reason that land bugs would also be delicious if scaled up.
I still have no idea
about
if I can do anything to this guy. We can try Doom. Let's try Doom. Let's just try instantly killing the giant bug.
I cast Raid.
Eat works when it's down to 1/4 of its max health, or if Queen is in a trance, 1/2.
Oh man. Telltale had this like weird period where they were making actually good games, and I think now they're just back to making shit.
Well, I mean, when they started out with the Sam and Max games, those were pretty good.
And then they made the Jurassic Park.
Oh god!
Then they made like the first Walking Dead game, and you really like The Wolf Among Us.
Yeah, The Wolf Among Us is actually legit good though. So.
But then they made the Batman.
Fucking
series.
Batman games. God damn. I hate that. I hate. They also made Tales from the Borderlands, which is really good.
Hmm. Yeah, that was a total fucking surprise, huh?
Yeah, like
Wait, didn't they? Wait, who made the Minecraft story mode games?
They did.
I think that was also
That was them. Yes.
Jesus Christ.
So yeah,
through.
Like
I
I love
see what you mean.
the Tales from the Borderlands because like my favorite thing about that fucking game is the fact that there's an action sequence with finger guns. It's just an entire extended action sequence where you're playing finger guns with an entire office building. And it's great.
You ever see Yu Yu Hakusho?
No.
I think you would like that.
It's like Dragon Ball Z if it was just high school.
The main character's power is that he literally just can shoot beams from his fingers.
Neat.
It's Finger Guns, the anime.
Isn't
his
there
best friend
isn't
has
there a
finger
weapon
swords.
in Dead Rising where if you beat it on like the hardest difficulty, you get a gun that kills everything in one hit, and it's just a giant foam finger, and when you point it, it says pew pew.
I think in 2, you can
No,
combine
in
like
the
the
original
foam
Dead Rising,
finger.
it's just like a real Mega Buster.
Yeah. You're probably thinking of the Mega Buster, which you get for, like, killing a number of zombies, which you basically can do by going to the parking garage and then just driving around in a car for a while, because you just be mowing them down. And by a while, I mean, like, several real-life hours.
Oh, well, Steiner is the first character to hit the damage cap.
Cool. But, like, in 2, I think if you combine the finger gun with some, I think, bottle rockets or something, you basically get I don't know. All I remember, I need to play 2 again, because if you combined, like, jewels and a flashlight, you made a lightsaber.
Hi, Tired Teddy Bear. Welcome to the stream. I've never seen you before, but then again, I'm really bad at recognizing names. So, you could quite possibly have been on my stream before, and I just don't recognize you. Which I apologize.
Right. Oh yeah, I have the off the record one where you play as Frank West and not Whiny Dad.
Yeah, but
Off the record.
Chuck Green, instead of Frank West, can duct tape a chainsaw to a pole.
But Frank West, upon arriving is like, he's on vacation. He literally says that this is his vacation. Just beating the shit out of zombies forever.
He's covered wars, you know.
He has.
I don't know why the Marlboro is floating, but I don't like it. I love that the Marlboro is just basically a giant smoking reference. Because it sounds like a brand of cigarettes. It uses bad breath, and bad breath does all sorts of terrible things to you.
Also, he's a cowboy and rides around on a horse.
Yes, that's exactly what I was going for. Thank you, Ape.
Oh Christ! Yeah, the foam finger is Dead Space. Thank you, Angie.
Yeah. Yeah.
And you literally just make pew pew and bang bang
Pew
noises.
pew, bang bang.
Dead Space was a good game. Terrible horror game though. Not.
It's good action. It's good action thriller, but it's not good horror.
Yeah. Like, oh look, vents. I wonder if a monster is going to jump out of the. Oh look, several monsters have jumped out of the vents.
How many times do I have to do this before Zidane gets the idea of just leaving somebody behind so that way they can float around on this thing?
Is that like what you actually do? Or...
Yeah, like you go on it a couple of times and Zidane's like, man, this is really inconvenient having to run him back and forth between this.
Oh wait, I'm actually several people mashed together into a single sprite. Okay, I like that. I like when RPGs remember that you're just an actual party of several dudes and not just like one guy running around.
Yeah, that's nice. Giant bug, I don't need to eat you again. Get out of my face.
Speaking of bad horror games, Doom 3.
I hear Doom 3 was good if you didn't think of it as a Doom game.
There were good moments. It's an alright game, but it's a terrible Doom game. Also, they really like putting monsters into closets. Which... Okay, so like the whole monster closet thing in the first two games was a limitation of the engine. Because you could not spawn in enemies after the level had loaded. So they literally just had to have rooms of monsters that would open up after you pick something up. 3 does not have that fucking excuse. 3 just likes putting monsters in the boxes that jump out on you and go ooga booga after you pick anything vaguely useful up. Oh look, a shotgun shell. But it did have alright moments. There was one moment that I still think about that I really liked. Where one of the monster dogs, which I guess was supposed to be the Pinky Demons. I honestly don't fucking remember. But there's like a scene where one of them is you're in a room and one of them is trying to break in to get you, and there's like a big solid door in the way, and it's bashing down the door, and it's like the door is buckling and giving away, and then it just gives up, and you're like, oh Christ, okay, and then it just comes through the fucking window.
Jeez,
So-
I forgot how boring, how awful this dungeon is at this particular part. Like, the rest of the dungeon isn't bad, but this elevator section is like, ah.
So I've had a pretty decent day all around, I gotta say.
Yeah, you won a thing. You didn't even tell Stream that you won a thing.
Yeah, I won a thing. I won a contest for, it was like a little retweet and follow us, and we'll give away a copy of this game to somebody, and I won that. And it's Birthday's the Beginning from, what is it?
Atlas?
Christ, what's the Atlas? Yeah, the same dude who made Sega. I've played the demo of it, and I was like, this is
Excuse
actually
me,
cool.
what did you just call it?
Sega?
You mean Disgaea?
Sega, whatever. I'm putting that on another list of words that you never actually hear pronounced in real
Okay.
life.
That is fair.
Alright, so this guy...
That is an oddly specific amount of gil. 20,007.
This guy sounds like a Jersey guy. Like a Jersey native. Really mad about what one particular person has done to them.
Who's
Man,
Disgaea?
This
Disgaea.
guy over here. This guy over here. You see what he does to me. You see. This guy.
Okay, now I gotta admit, I would actually want to see what the Disgaea version of, like, a mob story is.
It's just a bunch of printies trying to act cooler than they actually are.
Okay, so you remember, did you ever play Viva Pinata?
A little bit, but it's not my type of game, so I didn't play it very long. It's one of those cases where I can see why somebody would like it, but not me.
Your voice cut out there.
Oh, I said it's one of those cases where I can see why somebody would like it, but it's not my type of game, so I don't like it.
Okay, so basically, in Birthday's the Beginning, you're tasked with guiding evolution, and you do that by like raising and lowering the depths of the ocean, elevation. I only played the demo; it's kind of limited. I'm assuming it branches out a lot more, but it's interesting. Maybe I'll stream it sometime or something. It's a cool game, and it was on my purchase list when it goes on sale. But you know, hooray! I want a copy for free.
Yeah.
I did work in the garden. I'm clearing out more area to plant.
Have you gotten Sonic Mania yet?
Yes, I have gotten Sonic Mania.
Okay. It's good.
I've been playing it off and on. I am currently... I got to... fucking, what is it? The desert level?
Oh, that level, yeah. That level's
Yeah, and,
annoying, but the next level's even worse.
I've only gotten the first stage, and I ran out of lives at the big caterpillar boss, because fuck that thing.
Oh, yeah, the big caterpillar boss is kind of annoying. It's kind of hard to parse.
It's just so short of a window to be able to hit it.
Yeah, it's also kind of difficult to parse, like, where it actually is.
Yeah. I liked Metal Sonic, though. Metal Sonic was fun.
Metal Sonic was cool.
Once I figured out what the game actually wanted me to do there, yeah, that was
Yeah. It's kind of hard to tell what the game wants you to do with Metal Sonic at first.
A big complaint about some of the bosses I have in this game is that it's really hard to tell what the game wants you to fucking do. Like, Hydro City is a really good one for that, because you just have no explanation. There's like Robotnik in a scuba suit swimming below you, and you have like...
Oh, but that was such a good boss, though!
It was a good boss, but you have... Can you honestly tell me that when you went into that, you had, like, you knew exactly what you were supposed to do?
It took me a little bit to figure out, but I figured it out pretty quickly. Oh my god, that second boss that's just literally Dr. Robotnik's Mean Bean Machine?
Yeah. Okay, so what I thought you had to do, I thought you had to send his bombs back to him with the thing.
Oh.
Knock him up into the propeller.
Yeah.
So I've been trying to do that, and one time I raised him up and high enough that he got hit by the propeller, and I'm like, oh, well, fuck. Because the first time I actually timed out.
Oh, God.
To get these bombs back to him.
It didn't take me that long to figure out. Like, I was streaming it, and it took me...
I think Well, it's also counting the time you took in the stage.
Oh, okay, yeah.
But yeah.
I find it weird that, like,
I mean-
up until that point, the game was like, hey, we've got the way this game is working is the fourth game, the second stage of an act. No, the second act of a stage is the weird gimmick level, and the first act is kind of a traditional Sonic level. But then they flipped it for Hydro City.
But yeah, I'm really liking Mania so far.
Yeah, Mania is good. It's made by people who obviously love Sonic, which is not Sega.
We've had some pretty good Sonic games. Lost Worlds was a flop, but we had like Colors and Generations. Generations was really, really good, and still is really, really good.
The day levels of Unleashed were pretty fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then you have the night levels of Unleashed, which unfortunately take up 3/4 of the game.
Yeah.
Well, the thing is, there's just a mod you can download for the PC version that just cuts out all the warehouse levels. So, you know, you can have half a good game.
So hopefully Forces will be good.
Yeah, I'm hoping Forces will be good.
I know it probably won't be, but
Sonic.
I cannot wait to
it'll be amazing just for the OC generator.
I cannot wait to faithfully recreate Hank the Chog in Sonic Heroes.
I was gonna say you gotta watch.
You know what I
just
really
gotta
want
watch Chip stream Hank the Chog.
Did you know there's a Hank the Chog reference in Agents of Mayhem?
Huh.
Yeah, because Chip works for Volition, so he managed to sneak a Hank the Chog reference in there.
I did not know that.
Yeah.
he's
He's their video editor.
I just really hope that in Sonic Forces there's like a reference to the Sonic Dreams collection, just somewhere.
I want a Sonic the Fighters reference.
I would also be okay with that.
Yeah, so would I.
God damn. I really wonder what Sega was just thinking in the 90s. Like, he needs to be in a fighting game.
Oh, I was wrong.
What
You
if we
don't.
have the
You know
world's
what game-
funkiest engine for a fighting game?
Okay. You know what game that nobody remembers, but every time I mention it, everyone goes, "Oh."
What?
Sonic 3D Blast.
I remember that one.
Oh.
That was the point where Sonic started to go downhill. At least for
Well,
me.
3D Blast itself wasn't a bad game.
It just wasn't anywhere near as good as the other 2D Sonics.
Yeah, somehow.
Well,
it's
it was an entirely different kind of platformer, though, so.
Yeah. It's just somehow everyone has forgotten 3D Blast. It just kind of went to the wayside. It's weird.
Oh, Phoenix Pinen. I think that's how you pronounce that.
Wait for the stream to catch up.
But yeah, you can steal those. Apparently, they're. You actually beat 3D Blast? I never beat 3D Blast. I owned a 3D Blast as a child and never beat 3D Blast. I also owned Sonic Spinball and never beat Sonic Spinball. But also, you can't ask if I've forgotten a Sonic game from the Genesis, because I kind of cheat in that regard, because I watch Big John and he has the Sonic 7, which is all 7 Sonic Genesis games in a row.
Huh.
No, NG Matt, no human being has ever beat Sonic Pinball. No human
Sonic
being has
Spinball.
ever beat Sonic Spinball. It's
Wait,
impossible.
For the Genesis or for the Game Gear?
Yes.
You gotta figure at this point, Bahamut is just fucking tired of your shit. It's like, come on, man. Just fight the fucking thing on your own. I've had things to do. I'm trying to get through a book. It's like, come on. I only
Dude, like,
do
my
like
stories
5,000
were
damage
on.
anyway. One of you assholes does 99.99 damage. I fucking know you do.
I've seen it. Don't pretend you can't hear me. I'm not going to go with my traditional party of these four, because I don't actually know how many dragons I've killed, so I don't know how useful Dragon's Crest is. So instead, we're going to give Vivi some love.
A lot of the internet would like to give Vivi some love.
No, stop. He's like 6.
Oh, wait, I was thinking of Freya.
Yes. Okay.
Probably same thing, though.
And
Internet's
Freya isn't a
creepy.
literal child, so... Pinion. Okay. But Phoenix pinions are important because Aiko knows the Phoenix summon, and as long as she's in the party, you have a chance to auto revive from a party wipe, depending on how many Phoenix pinions you have. I'm not sure if it's a straight 1 to 1% thing, but it's possible.
Talking about Sonic 3D Blast made me remember the Sega Saturn.
Why would anybody want to remember the Sega Saturn?
I don't. Well, there's Panzer Dragoon for it.
I think the best thing that I ever learned about the Sega Saturn was that it was super good at doing 2D stuff, but real bad at 3D. So the dude running Sega of America at the time basically said, "You know what we need to make this thing do? 3D." And it was
My
total
favorite-
dog shit at it.
My favorite little bit of trivia about the Saturn is that E3, basically, you know how sometimes Sony will do that thing where they'll like show off a game?
It's
Say,
available
"By the way, it's available
today."
right now. They did that with the Saturn.
Yeah. And as a result, nobody bought the Saturn because nobody had time to save up for it. That's even worse than when Nintendo was like, you know what? You can buy the Switch in 3 months.
Well, to be fair with Nintendo, people want the Switch.
Yeah.
I mean,
The Switch is cool. I like my Switch.
like, say what you will about Nintendo, they do a damn good job of making people want things. Except for the
Nintendo
Wii
doesn't know how to do
U.
marketing, they don't know how to run a business, but they do know how to make video games. Sega doesn't know how to do any of that.
Yeah, but Sega does what Nintendo don't.
Yeah, fail.
Ha ha! You know what? I need to have Aiko learn Boost, so I'm gonna actually fight this Malbro. Let's try casting Death at it. Whatever. Hey, Grim Reaper, come here.
I cast Fist. I cast
It's
Gun.
really amazing, though, that the Genesis did as well as it could. I mean, you'd think having a machine that was basically about as actually better in many respects than the Super Nintendo might have actually gotten them somewhere. But it really didn't.
But the last processing.
I know, that's the thing. They had a processor that was like 4 times better than the one in the Super Nintendo.
I don't know. Super Nintendo with the mode. They had mode 7. They did some pretty good stuff too.
Yeah, I know, but it's interesting because it had such a shitty processor, yet in the Genesis, they shipped it with a black processor, yet forgot to give them a sound, like, dev kits with the sound chip that actually worked properly. It's why everything sounded terrible on it.
A lot of people are nostalgic for that real crunchy drum kind of shit in their
Yeah,
gym tunes.
but that kind of stuff also comes with like the fart guitar, so nobody really wants it.
Listen, say what you want about the fucking fart guitar. It made Earthworm Jim a lot more nostalgic than the Super Nintendo version.
But then turns out the guy who makes Earthworm Jim is a horrible piece of shit.
Has he come out as a Nazi yet?
He is incredibly transphobic.
I know he's incredibly transphobic, but is he a Nazi yet?
I don't know.
I don't think
Probably.
so, but I'm not really willing to go look him up to check.
Let me see. Let me just type Earthworm Jim Nazi here into Google. Oh no!
Oh no! You fool!
Oh no, he is now double Nazi!
Why did I think good things would come of this?
Oh, so he actually is a Nazi now?
I don't know.
I don't know. I don't really care. I don't care enough about the man to bother to look it up.
Oh, well, now I have to look it up.
He made a
Earthworm
game and
Jim
also a cartoon
Nazi.
series that I liked as a child, and now he is dead to me.
I don't know how to get to these other treasure chests, which is important
Grappling
because there's an important item in here, I think.
Wait. Earthworm Jim Gritty Reboot. What?
Yeah.
No. What the hell? Stupid.
Ew.
Oh, no, he just hates transgender people. He's not a Nazi.
Okay.
Yet.
Yet. That's the important part. Is yet.
Remember when Mega Man or Bomberman, they tried to do that gritty Bomberman game for the 360?
Oh yeah, that was.
Bomberman Zero?
Yes.
Maybe I come back into this room later. Hold on.
God, that game sucks.
I don't know anyone who played that. Anyone at all.
I did. They told me it sucked.
Gee, I wonder why.
Which is weird because how the hell do you fuck up Bomberman?
Extremely easily, apparently. You know, I keep forgetting to use my basic spells, but I suddenly remembered that bugs pop real good when you set them on fire. So,
Bug types are weak to fire, yes.
oh, it only does 3,500 damage. Whatever. Only 3,500. It's a fucking jump change. Oh, the Lynx did badly because it was announced like the day it came out?
Wow. That's kind of a bad way to do it.
Yeah.
I mean,
Wasn't
like, even Mario and Raving Rabbids, you know, that was announced a while ago.
Yeah. And it actually
Is
looks
that
like
out?
a good game, oddly enough.
Yeah, I didn't know Hitler 2000 could actually make a good game, but
Is it
here we
like-
are.
Isn't the Lynx the console that had like that mascot who was just like a fat dude? And
You mean Mario?
No, like an actual dude.
Oh.
Or not an actual dude, but like their mascot was like some fat guy with fucking. I'm gonna look this up now.
I'm wondering if I just come back into this room. Oh! No, I don't want to go on. Nope. I gotta solve this room. Solve for room.
Solve my room.
Solve my riddles, champion. And I will make...
Superman.
Solve my deadly ring trial, Superman. and you can save your friends.
God, reading up on Superman 64 is a fucking treat. There are so many stupid decisions in that game. It's amazing.
I'm sorry, which one?
Superman 64?
Oh.
Some of the things that you read about and what they were required to do, like remake the game entirely in like 6 months, and it's amazing. He's not allowed to hurt anybody, so it all has to be holograms. Nobody can be seen being threatened at all. The game had to be redesigned from the ground up, so that's why they have the stupid screen size thing, because they couldn't optimize it in a better way, so they could just let you shrink the screen so the frame rate actually works.
And G-Matt, I can't jump off stuff, but what I can do is just go into a different teleporter, apparently. I like the things that make sense in this game. For instance, Aiko has the worst hit points out of anybody in the party because not only is she a white mage, but she's a literal child. She is like 7 or something.
This is gonna bother me now. I'm trying to remember who I'm... It was like... during the fucking Genesis and the Super NES era, maybe into the early PS1 and Nintendo 64 era. I think it was Atari, but it might have been a different company. Basically, it was like this chubby fat guy had a beard, and he was like all decked out like what people thought hackers looked like back then. He had like
so he was like
goggles.
a fat Neo?
He's like a fat Neo, but no trench coat. And he had like a laser gun and lots of little pouches on his belt.
Oh, so he was a fat, what's his name character?
Liefeld?
Yes.
I don't know. Oh, Christ, I can't. This is really bothering me that I can't remember what he was called.
Okay, I found the important thing. I found the one item in the game that allows Steiner to learn. Goddamn, what the fuck is it? Auto regen.
He was like super fucking edgy and not super edgy, but he was like 90s extreme.
Oh, Aiko 6. Excuse me, la-ti-da. I made her a year older. Oh, that's... You're thinking of the you were apparently thinking of the Turbo graphics and
Oh yeah,
Johnny Turbo.
Johnny Turbo. God, Johnny fucking Turbo.
Turbo graphics.
Johnny
That's the
Turbo.
fucking worst name for a console. I don't care what people say about Wii U. We use a goddamn gold mine compared to Turbo Graphics. Or the Apple Pippin. Do you guys remember the Apple Pippin?
Nope.
It was Apple's ill-fated attempt to make a goddamn video game console. But it was also a computer. And then it was eventually killed by the iPod. I guess. I don't know. I have a complete review of all Johnny Turbo's comics, mercifully just 3, if you want me to link them to you, ape, says Sorata Yui.
I don't think I can handle that. Oh, fucking Johnny Turbo, though.
Fucking Johnny
gotta-
Turbo.
God, just take a moment. I'm not gonna bother to link it, but just take a moment after the stream is done to look up Johnny Turbo and just bask in the '90s glory.
Hey guys, remember the time we have to fight a fucking dragon? Doesn't even get the boss fight music because this fight's a fucking joke. If I remember correctly, this fight sucks because of how easy it is.
Dragon, kill them. Are you serious, man? This is an insult.
Oh, that's cute. Look how tiny its head is.
Aw, it's so cute when it tries to scratch my eyes out.
Oh, it thinks it's an enemy.
Listen, dude. I'm gonna show you what a real dragon looks like, and you can go the fuck home.
This is the ideal dragon, buddy. You did not like it, but this is what peak performance is like. Do you think all dragons know each other? Do you think, like, Bahamut
That's
shows
racist.
up and dragons are like, shit.
Okay, they might all know Bahamut.
Shit.
Bahamut's like a fucking, like, goddamn dragon royalty god thing. So, that might actually happen. But not all dragons know each other, Ape. That's racist.
I don't know. It's like I imagine it, just like two dragons, just like, oh shit, is that Bahamut? Should I ask for his autograph? Or-
No, man, no,
Be
I
cool
own...
about it. Be
I
cool
own
about it.
$20, dude. Just shut up.
He's right there. I have his trading card. Is he charging up a laser?
I think I've actually stolen all the stuff he has, so I can just kill this fucker. Not that I wasn't doing a bad job of that already, but... Oh, yep, it's dead. Fuck you, dragon. You were a piece of shit.
Meanwhile, Garland's like, oh.
Oh,
Oh,
well.
I expected that to last a lot longer. Oh,
Well,
shit, you've been grinding, huh?
you stole a lot of garbage. Wow. Like, I was not expecting that, huh?
Huh. Dang. That was my last dragon, too.
Now we get a boss with the boss music. And he looks a lot chunkier now. Looks like he filled out a little bit between transitions. Oh, I stole ninja gear from him. Garland just happened to be wearing ninja gear.
Extremely stealthy full plate armor set.
There was a comic, I think.
Naruto?
I really imagine this. Where the Incredible Hulk has to go on a stealth mission. And he accomplishes this by yelling at anyone who notices him, and they all pretend to ignore him.
Oh, that sounds good. If it doesn't exist, you need to get hired by Marvel so you can write that. Dude, your Kamehameha missed. Your aim sucks. But yeah, we're in the final stretch of Disc 3. This is a boss gauntlet of two relatively easy bosses, and then an alright challenge at the end.
It's like Garland no-selling all these summons, like, whatever. This doesn't hurt. Like, fucking Leo there just summoning a web of lasers. And Garland's like, whatever.
Oh, he has flare. Okay. Does this actually hurt, or... It kinda hurts, I guess, a little bit. Snake kills Soul of Cinder. Oh no! Like, Garland is such a non-threat that I'm just not even bothering to use Zidane to attack. I'm just trying to steal shit off of him. There's one more thing I can steal from Garland, and I want it. I don't even know what it is. I don't even care what it is. I'll probably throw it in the garbage can after I'm done.
Steal his blinky red LED.
I wish.
I think, like, he has to cover that with electrical tape when he goes to sleep at night, or he keeps him up. They have to do that with a lot of electronics.
Yeah, I have to do that with mine too. Like, my room
Like,
needs to be
yeah,
as dark as possible.
It's just, this power strip really needs this incredibly bright blue LED.
My alarm clock is like 20 years old, so it has like incredibly bright green, like greenish yellow LEDs in it. For its numbers, it kind of sucks.
What is with the trend of just slapping incredibly bright LEDs and fucking everything these days?
I don't know.
Is it just like, just because we can?
Blinky bits look cool.
Look, it's the future. It glows blue. Yeah, but
Oh, this is what
the future.
this is what Dagger's trance does. Anytime she makes a move now, the summon just goes again.
So she just mimics her own summons.
Yep.
The zap. Wow, only
Wow.
2,000 damage for Mega Flare?
Well,
Wow.
it's the short. It was the shorter version of it that's weaker.
We'll try using white phosphorus flares. That might be a war crime, though.
He's still not dead, huh? This is still going?
I like Garland just slapping the little girl for like 700 damage. And she summons a giant tiger man to shoot lasers at him and does like 6,000.
Yeah.
Like, I am Garland, the last surviving member of Terra. I am here to knock you. Ow, ow, god damn it, stop that!
No, quit, please. Ow.
You are 6, how are you doing this?
This is bullshit!
Whatever, I'm tired of fighting him. I'm gonna just... If this doesn't kill him, I'm gonna have Zidane throw whatever the hell it is that he does when thievery happens. It's just
Money.
like, he throws a coin into the air, then a chest appears and explodes and does 7,000 damage. Okay.
God damn it, Zidane, how did you get all these friends? They're ruining everything!
That is
Please
basically
stop.
Garland's MO. Oh, hey, he's dead. Oh god, heart attack. You hitting me a lot had nothing to do with this. I just ate a lot of burgers in my youth.
I burnt the hell out. Now my past has come to haunt me.
No,
Also,
my pilot light!
I replaced my heart with this fucking...
He's just got a natural gas burner in there.
It's... The salesman made it sound like a really good idea.
No, see, now it's leaking.
I'm clean burning, I'm energy efficient. But if that truck didn't show up once a month, I'm in a lot of trouble.
And for some reason, Kuja's here and stole Garland's airship without...
This is what happens when you leave the keys in it.
While you were busy fighting children, I stole your ride, old man.
While you were busy fighting children, I was busy studying the lost art of Eilodons.
I found this cool book.
Wait, that's
Check out
literally
what
what he
it says. Do this to kill everyone. Yeah!
I have to go now. My planet needs me.
Garland died on the way.
Since I played like a Super Mario RPG, every time I see someone just descend like that, I keep thinking there's a string and there's like got a fish hook in their back or something.
Okay, here's the actual maybe sort of difficult fight, but it's actually not difficult because I have a setup that really trivializes the game, and that's auto regen during boosted summons animations. So
Kuja just wants to rule the planet because he wants to prove himself to the dad that he hates.
yep.
I have the prettiest hair, and everyone will know
Oh
it.
shit. Okay. Well,
Did you just get pasted?
no. Only Aiko. He
Did you
only
steal
has
his clothes.
he only has Mega Flare when when somebody has Reflect up, so you don't want to use Reflect at all.
I can't believe you stole my pants. How could you do this to me, brother?
Oh, that's the thing I was trying to. Okay. No, he doesn't have Ultima. Ultima doesn't exist in this game, believe it or not. I don't think Mega Flare does.
Pen Ultima.
Aw, how cute. You're sending a dragon after me.
The last time he met with Bahamut, he actually bled. So might
Oh
act.
no, he bled.
Oh, that's adorable shit.
1% of his health.
It doesn't hurt.
This doesn't hurt.
I'm not
I'm
owned.
not owned. I'm not owned. Kuja screamed as he slowly shriveled into a corn cob.
And now, Aiko dies again.
Okay, so I know that like the texturing there is supposed to represent the arm inside the robe, but it just looks like he has big Popeye forearms.
I have to admit, actually, that would be a pretty good hit sound.
He's taunting us every time we hit him because he thinks we're not actually hitting him for good amounts of damage. But, dude, we're sort of kicking your ass. No!
It would be
Umbreon!
really funny if there was just,
Umbreon,
like,
I was
a
trying to
secret
save
recipe
that for the
the
goddamn... You spoiled it. You... I can't believe you did this to me. I was saving it. I was lying for effect. So that way I could be like, oh look, Ultima does exist in this game, but it's only a story-based thing that only Kuja can use, but you ruined it. Thanks a lot.
Well, lying is bad, and also that would have sucked and be stupid, so...
I do it all the time.
It would be really funny though if you could actually keep the Kuja right here.
I don't see that refutes my point.
That would be really good.
You missed with Demi. Like, I'm not even going to bother using Demi on you because it wouldn't work because you're a boss. But rest assured.
Has there ever been a boss that Demi works on in Final Fantasy?
I
No,
want
that
to
would
say
be way
yes,
too
but
fun.
that's because it's the part of the gimmick, and I don't remember which one.
To me, it's one of those monkey's paw things where it's just like a trick for, it's a trap for stupid people, I think. It's like one of those things where you like, you can attack, every time you attack, you will reduce your enemy's attack points by, or health points by half, and people, idiots will be like, that's amazing! It's like, no, idiot, you could never actually kill anything with that. Like, is it use it like enough times and then just throw a rock at them or something? Probably do it.
Oh, I'm sad that the stream is lagging out. Oh no.
Yeah, it is. A little bit.
Kuja's power is weighing everything down.
Oh no.
Like, Twitch is like,
Hooray! I won!
I can't deal with this very beautiful man.
So wait, is this a plot fight you actually have to win?
Yes.
Or do you just wait?
No, you have to win this fight. Because you kicking the crap out of Kuja kind of puts him into a trance. Which is important for the rest of the game.
Is this what having the shit kicked out of you feels like?
Oh, is this what I've been doing to people? Jesus!
But here's Ultima. It looks really cool, but you only get to see it twice in the game.
Bro, you best not be hating on Elm Street movies. First one's got some really great practical effects.
Well, okay, the first one was good. The second one was terrible. And then from 3 on, they kind of realized that they worked better as comedy movies.
I understand New Nightmare is actually supposed to be pretty good.
Well, the New Nightmare changed it up so that now it's attacking the actors that worked on it. Which is kind of an interesting idea.
There was a mockumentary, I guess it would be the term, that I watched a while back. That was basically it was called something Leslie Vernon, I think. But basically the premise was that a group of filmmakers are basically following around the equivalent of like a combination of Michael Myers and Jason Voorhees and shit on just like how he does his serial killings, how he fakes his deaths, and all that kind of stuff. And it was really good. And then there's like a twist halfway through.
Attack.
Huh. It is. How about that?
Either that or he just turned into Lavos for a split second.
They call me Mr. Lava Lavos.
Man, just imagine you're just playing a regular RPG and then the ground cracks open and the giant space bug just comes out. That would be a great addition to Fallout 4.
So Kuja's kind of getting a taste of his own medicine here. He created the Black Mages with a short lifespan on purpose, so that way they could just fulfill one purpose and then just go away. And then Garland's basically like, yeah, I did the same thing to you, jackass. You're stupid and an idiot. What makes you think you're going to live forever? So this sort of sends him into a depressive insanity where he's just going to decide, well, if he can't exist, nothing can exist. So he's going to destroy creation.
So he's going to throw a temper tantrum.
Yep, he's going to throw the universe's most dangerous temper tantrum.
I really hope that the fucking Garland is just yelling this up as he falls to his death. There's a limit on your life. You'll be dead soon.
I don't remember this being so deep.
God damn, this is taking forever.
Hey,
Fuck you, man.
Echo.
So yeah, his temper tantrum starts with destroying Terra, and then will eventually end with him wanting to destroy the crystal that basically created all of existence.
Man, if only Garland had kept his fucking mouth shut, we could have just waited for Kuja to just keel over and die.
Yeah.
And Garland got to get that last word in.
I also love that Kuja doesn't try and look into any way of extending his own life.
Well,
He just immediately believes, like, yep, that's it, blow it up.
alright.
Like, not even like a bare, like, minimum check. Just, well, time to go Super
This
Saiyan and kill everybody.
is just fuck it, whatever. Never liked those guys anyway.
Fuck these stupid ass mushrooms.
Fuck these things, can't even eat them. Why would you build anything on mushrooms?
Because it's a weird fucked up fantasy world, Ape. Come on.
It was
This-
the only thing left that would grow.
Suspend that disbelief.
No.
God, these feathers
Can't
feel
make
so
me.
good.
My favorite part about this is that the eyeballs follow you as you move. Ah, it's so cool. If you look closely, you can see the main villain of Golden Sun in here.
What?
The text box?
Okay, the second main villain. The big floating
Yeah.
stone with the eyeball.
Oh, that. What did the final word count for fucking Golden Sun end up at? Like 400,000 words?
I don't know. It's awful.
And like, didn't somebody do a word cloud or something? And like, the most used word in the entire fucking thing was Caden. Actually, you know what? Yeah, I'm gonna look that up now. Word cloud, Golden Sun.
Ooh, Ninja Rube gets more speed. I should equip that
yeah,
then.
Kraden. Kraden is much bigger than everything else. Followed by Jenna and Piers and Felix. So, but they're less important than Kraden is.
Man, I remember most about Golden Sun is that it just fucking ate batteries like nothing else.
What I remember about Golden Sun most of all is the fucking like the transferring between games. If you didn't have a link cable, it was like a 3-page long password. And I'm not talking like, you know, short pages. I'm talking like document pages at 12 size font.
Huh.
Remember, grab coin. Well, I mean, it's not like I can't not grab the coin later. I sort of have the invincible forever now.
Okay. In case 70,000 words somehow seems low, the original Metal Gear Solid game script is 36,000 words. Metal Gear Solid 2, the game that has a 45-minute conversation about meme theory, is 47,000. And this count is just for plot. It's not for any of the side quests.
Oh my god.
Golden Sun has 1.5 times as much text as Metal Gear Solid 2, and it's all broken up across 3-line dialogue boxes. Golden Sun is also half a game.
Yep.
And that's not even counting the Lost Age.
Oh god, I forgot that they made a third game. Jesus Christ.
Dark Dawn is the best Golden Sun game. But it's still Golden Sun, so it's still bad.
Yeah. I played like half an hour of that and I was like, wow, this game sucks.
In fact, the two Golden Sun games combined have a word count of about 160,000.
Oh my god. I feel sorry for Vicus, who's streaming that monster.
So that basically falls between A Tale of Two Cities and The Grapes of Wrath. So a man who was literally paid by the word had more restraint than the writers of this game.
Jeez.
We all had little taste in 2001.
Roasted mushrooms.
Mm.
So when do we meet Sid?
We already have.
Oh, okay. There must always be a Sid.
There's always a Sid.
Sid is a
Anyway, that's disc 3.
Hooray!
Next time we start the beginning of the end.
The world's worst evil But none of us are dead yet.
Also, we got a rad ship, so
Yeah.
I call it a win.
All right. Next time I stream, it'll be disc 4. It's the beginning of the end. See you guys. Bye.
Same Callan time, same Callan channel.